everybody, and welcome back to the New Nasty Boys. I'm your co-host this morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you decide to listen to this thing. Billy DeVore, and sitting across from me as always is...
Hey, what's up? It is I, Lee Michael Kimbrell, Nasty Boys and Girls. Hello.
Hello.
How are you? How are you doing out there, Nasty Boys and Girls across the whole wide world?
They're fine.
As long you're alive.
Yeah, you're upright.
You're alive. The pandemic's over.
That's a plus.
Gas is going down.
Sure.
We don't live in Ukraine.
That's good.
Just listing things to be thankful for.
Sure. And you could tell I don't have any real allegiance at the moment. I'm wearing a Rocky shirt and a Nationals hat.
Yeah, goddamn.
Because I'm just trying to fit in with all the bad kids.
You're just like, hi, baseball.
Hey, baseball.
Yeah, exactly. You just want to support last place teams.
That's what I'm here for.
Go Nats, go Rockies, go Reds.
All of the cellar dwellers.
That's hilarious. I did not even put... Whose jersey is that?
It's just a blank.
It's just a Rockies shirt.
Yeah, this looks like a Rockies, general,
Yeah,
yeah. I'm serving in the Rocks Nation.
Yeah, you
dude.
got your stars and bars.
Puberto got it for me when he went to D-Town College.
Oh, there you go. D-Town College.
Troy
Shout out
Baxley
Troy Baxley.
The Baxt. He's Bax.
Yeah, man. I mean, for real. Hello.
Hey.
Thanks for tuning in again.
My favorite is...
I'm just thinking about 7 days ago, we were so charged.
We were thrilled. We were happy to be... We were like, man, can't wait to get into the studio. Which one? It exists.
Well, I mean, we were 2-2 against the Braves, and we were, world full of hope. Tomorrow was, opening day was a fun one. We can talk about the opening day experiences, but, I mean...
Yeah? Oh.
I mean, since we've recorded last, 0-6.
Yeah. Yeah, and an incident happened that would make that be a thing. But there was a good thing that came from opening day that was off the field.
Nobody was hit by a car in your group?
No, that's thank God.
Yeah, Pasty, PB.
We all made it.
Put a hurting on themselves.
We all did.
Yeah.
And it was...
well, you broke your streak. You
I
were like a month plus booze free.
Yeah. Shout out me. Month plus. But then now after that, I'm like immediately back on.
Oh, yeah.
Off of it.
Drinking harder than ever now.
And I'm like, nope, I'm done now.
Motherfucker, we got 155 games left.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I think it's just going to be an attestment to my personality, just being like, nah, you know what? It went that bad. It can't get worse. It can get worse with a 3-day hangover.
Oh,
it
yeah.
Can.
There you go.
It can. And so I'm like,
how many,
back on the Croys
how many,
booze.
just like servings, right? Like if you go to the doctor and they say how many drinks, they mean like whatever one drink is, like a shot or a glass of wine or one beer. How many did you imbibe last Tuesday?
For a 12-hour shift?
Yeah, because...
It was a long one. Fuck.
I mean, uncountable.
Look.
25 plus?
A government serving size says that this is 12 peanut M&Ms. No one just eats 12 of these.
Yeah, a serving size of peanut M&Ms is 12? That's more than a fucking regular size bag.
Yeah, so if we were going to go about that and that kind of size and 60
drinks.
60.
If you're going by like a drink is an ounce of liquor.
I think I drank a 16th of my body weight.
Yes.
Well, you have to. It's opening day.
Yeah.
And why remember that game?
Yeah, no shit.
But
well, there were some fun moments.
Here's a fun moment that was off the field. Bought the first fan of the pot a drink.
Oh, did you? Come on, dude. That's amazing.
And it was Jordy.
Fucking Jordy.
He came up, hey, man, can I cash it in?
Shout out, Jordy. Can I cash it in? That's amazing, Jordy. We love you, dude.
Yeah, we love you. And I was like, yeah. And I got the video. I got to post it. I was so goddamn drunk.
What?
I was Chain Gang Billy drunk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. When the chain gets put on, it's like, we'll see ya.
What are you guys... What's your and Jordy's biker crew name?
The Lily Pad Boys.
The Lily Pad Boys.
The Lily Pad Boys.
The Lily Pad Boys. Well, Jordy, shout out to him.
He's the best.
Absolute king.
So I bought him a big old tall Oberon. And it was a hootenanny of a time.
A goddamn hootenanny.
Hootenanny.
There were some fun moments in that game.
Yeah, like I met my dad in the stands.
Oh, that's huge.
Just a guy in his mid-50s with a mustache like mine.
Yeah, that's fun.
Who was taking up my armrest.
Oh, wait, not literally your
Not
dad?
my dad, a guy I kept calling Dad. He didn't like it, but I kept doing it.
Dad.
Dad. And he was like, what? And I'm like, look, mustache. And he was like, oh, okay. And then I put my arm around him during the 7th inning stretch.
And?
He elbowed me in the ribs.
Oh, really?
Just went clack, clack.
Imagine hating fun that much.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
You know what's crazy is he was elbowing me in the ribs, and I found out what he does for a living. Works in dialysis. I'm like, you're going to try and bruise my kidneys?
He was
fucker?
hitting you right where he thought he needed to hit you.
Yeah, what an asshole.
Damn.
But we got a selfie together by the end of it because
There
I'm
you go.
charming.
Yeah.
And I made it work.
Yeah, for sure, man. My opening day was fun. I had plans to get downtown and then slept in, had to help my lady around the house with some shit.
Yeah.
By the way, shout out Mo, got a job.
Hey,
Got
congrats.
hired, got a good job. Very proud of her. So we were just like tying up some loose ends around the house, and then I ended up.
You tied up a huge loose end. You named the cat.
Oh yeah, the Pepper.
Pepper. What a
Pepper.
great name.
It was Pico was a placeholder. Pico Pepper kind of.
Toss up.
It's kind of right there, but we were just sitting around, and Morgan was talking about it, and I just threw out Pepper.
Yeah.
And she just kind of got this look in her eyes and was like, "That's it." So fuck yeah, baby.
You know what
I
you
named
know.
Chickpea and I named Pepper. If you have a beautiful, cute little cat, give me a holler. I'll find a good name. Just give me a month with it.
And get me it's got to be a lagoon.
Yeah, exactly. It
Or-
needs to be some legume is such a great pull. Yeah, or whatever. A pepper is just a vegetable.
Vegetable, yeah.
But a
spicy
chickpea
veggie.
is a legume, right?
I would.
It's like a bean?
I would say so.
Yeah, for a garbanzo bean.
Yes.
Yes, it's a legume.
Here
There
we
you go. But I made my way to Mount Adams, and it was kind of Monk's Cafe?
Yeah, Monk's is great.
Monk's Cove, rather.
Yeah.
Very dog friendly. And Kyle Jeffers wanted to bring his dog, and Jack Snodgrass wanted to bring his dog. So at first pitch, I was at Monk's Cove with Jeffers and Snodgrass and their two dogs and the bartender, and that's it.
That's perfect.
Empty fucking bar. The group ended up growing a little bit. We moved it out to the patio, but man, it was killer. There is a huge part of me that is drawn towards that parade atmosphere where it's just a shoulder to shoulder, and it's I definitely love that, but it might have had something to do with the edibles I ate in the morning. But man, I enjoyed Mount Adams. The kind of it was fun. We got to watch the game. We heard the helicopters. The flyover.
Yeah.
We heard that. We got to see those before they made it to the stadium. And by the way, every time I see that little girl sing, what's her name? She's blind and with the hands.
Oh.
You know who I'm talking about?
No clue who you're talking about.
Home opener, she sang the national anthem, and I'm pretty sure she's done it for us before. I feel like a dickhead for not remembering her name, but she ain't quite right. She's got some things. She's blind. And
Susan Boyle.
Not Susan Boyle. I wonder if she's alive.
Susan Boyle is. Has anyone popped her yet? Because Boyle.
Yeah,
Okay,
there you
sorry.
go. Anybody
Hey.
anybody lanced that yet? But God damn it,
Hold
the
on, let
little
me look
girl
it up.
sing Red's home opening day singer, because I mean it's like my joke seeing a handicapped person crush karaoke.
Susan Boyle, alive.
Susan Boyle alive. There you go. Who would I mean I guess I would have heard that if Susan Boyle had died.
Yeah.
But shout out to the girl who sang the national anthem. That was fucking incredible.
I don't. I was in. I think I was in the restroom when it happened. So.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I had to knee while I was at the urinal.
You were on 15. You were on the 15th tally right there.
Yeah. But
Completely broken the seal.
No, just got. Well, I didn't have that much before. It was more of during and then after. That got me. But here is something crazy. Opening day every year at the ballpark, you get what is called a mystery grab bag. You go to the authentic shop, It's $50. You get a brown paper bag. You can win a bat. You can win a jersey. You can win a signed ball, signed glove. You just don't know what's in there.
That's cool.
So you go in, you pull a number out of a tub.
And you go get this corresponding bag.
And they give it to you. And so I waited in line, did it, and then we got to our seats, and I filmed Alicia's reaction. I was like, let's see what happens, you know? See who we get it all genuine on film, open it up. She opens it, and she goes, and turns it and goes, oh.
No. Gino or Jesse?
Jesse.
No.
Have some self-awareness.
None.
Have a little bit of, just some, which self-awareness is something
None.
we'll talk about.
None.
But self-awareness would be great. Hold those for a couple weeks. Just a little bit.
That might as well have been a bit where Alicia's holding the bag and she opens it up and then the camera pans out and just sees someone in the front office with their hand in the bag and he's just flipping you off. You know?
Yeah.
You got a Jesse Winker signed ball on opening day,
Yeah.
and he is in 3 time zones away.
Yeah. Just a hand comes out of the bag and just slaps you in the
slaps
face.
you in the face and flips you
It
off.
felt bad. And I'm like, of all days, we're starting opening day with a reminder of what isn't here.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, that was a very specific, very personal FU that you felt that you received.
Sure.
On the grander scale, happening pretty much at the exact same time as the Jesse Winker signed autograph ball on opening day.
Yeah.
Or maybe an hour beforehand.
It was about an hour and a half, 2 hours beforehand, because there's 2 incidences.
It sucks. I'm sorry that we have to talk about it.
We got to get it over it. Just get it done and over with. But there's one thing, two things we got to get done and over with first.
Yes, and, you want to be healthy. It would be a real shame if you were an old person and died.
Yeah, it would be. But you should take Athletic Greens. Tons of people take a multivitamin. It's important to choose one that is top quality. With one delicious scoop of Athletic Greens, you're absorbing 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, whole-sourced food, superfoods, probiotics, and adaptogens to start your day right. This special blend of ingredients helps to support gut health, the nervous system, immune system, energy, recovery, focus, and aging. It's lifestyle-friendly, adapting to a wide range of diets. It contains less than 1 gram of sugar, no GMOs, no chemicals, or artificial anything. It costs less than $3 a day. It's time to reclaim your health and arm your immune system with convenient daily nutritional, especially during cold and flu season. It's just 1 scoop of water every day. That's it. No need for a million different pills and supplements to look out for your health. To make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. All you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/sportsdrink. That's athleticgreens.com/sportsdrink. Take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance, because look, I'm doing it.
Good. Yeah, Billy's on Athletic Greens.
I'm totally doing it.
Never felt better, baby.
Yeah, then the other one.
Oh, yeah, the other one is Colorcast. You know about Colorcast.
Colorcast!
Some people have tried before and failed, but Colorcast is going to succeed. It is a live, you guessed it, audio-only sports talk platform, baby. It's free to download and use. It's cool. It's a perfect place to, have sports debates or kind of get together and cry together, get together and be hyped together, watch a game.
Yeah.
You can listen to people like yourself as athletic insiders, athletes themselves. It's a pretty cool thing. All you need to go is download the Colorcast app. It's in the iOS App Store. You go ahead and make a profile. You pretty much just link it to your Twitter. Everybody has a Twitter. Link it to that Twitter. Follow us at the New Nasty Boys on Colorcast. You know that we're going to do it because we be doing that. And, Colorcast, come with your spiciest takes.
Yeah, and this is brought to you by Sports Drink. We're a mix of sports and not sports.
Sports Drink. If you want to follow it on the internet, it is Sports Drink without the vowels.
Yes, at Sports Drink, and close the door behind you, because we're trying not to let the funk out.
You can't let that funk out, baby.
And
Close that door.
Congrats to Andrew Stevens Pelicans for making it to the playoffs.
Oh yeah, cool.
Without Zion Williamson.
Yeah.
Couldn't even remember his name. He's so fat and out of shape and out of the league at this point. So let's get into it. Fuck
Castellini. I mean Phil Castellini.
Phil.
No, it was just those
bad.
2 Fs. It was the f.
It's bad.
I couldn't believe it when I heard it.
It's bad.
Dude, it broke right before the game.
Right before.
You good? You got a headache? You got a brain
I have
freeze?
a massive headache.
You're just hurting.
I'm hurting. Okay. Phil, how That's
How?
what I mean. You go on, and I get okay. Phil goes to the Holy Grail, has the morning show, and then he honestly, appropriately asks most questions, and he laughs and says, "Well, what else are you gonna do?
Where else are you gonna go?
Where else are you gonna go? Where are you gonna do? We're a small market team who
No, we're not.
right. We're a small market team, and we're trying to do the best we can with the profits that we have, and the show whatever he said, how he worded it by saying, for us to be more profitable, it'd be best if we just move the team. So you want to say sell the team? Well, think about what you're asking for. Whoa, 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 whoa. I get that you're firing from the hip here, bud, but
Yeah, now more than ever, just give us a bullshit, boring Castellini answer that doesn't mean anything.
correct.
That's what we needed.
No,
That's what we've been fed.
right. The whole time is we have been fed.
No one needed a dose of reality. We know what it is.
Yeah, now it makes me feel great about what Krull said about just nothing and being like, we're focusing on young arms and the talent that we have.
Krull
and
knows how to go out and say nothing respectfully.
Yes, very good at
You
it.
know what I'm saying? Because he has to say nothing.
Yeah,
If you can't just come out and just be like, well, here's how the sausage is made. This is what we're doing. He has to say the things that to the average fan just makes their head fucking explode because they're like, well, no,
right.
Sure. Dig a little bit deeper and you can at least be excited is too strong of a word, but you can see what they're doing. But Castellini's comments, man, Phil Castellini's comments, like, they're bad enough that obviously it would never happen, but in a world where the league and the commissioner gave a fuck, it's like finable. It's like punishable.
The league has bought a team before and moved it.
Yeah.
Like
Expos?
Expos.
Yeah.
Mariners.
Yeah.
Brewers.
Yeah.
Like the Seattle Pilots moved to Milwaukee. So
Just wouldn't make any sense.
So here's my thing. Legally you can't. You have a lease with Hamilton County through 2037.
Right.
Like you want to break a lease, it's going to be really expensive. And then how are you going to dole that money and lost time back out to folks?
Right.
What else are you going to do? I mean, there's Alicia said it perfectly. She's like, "Man, they're bad. We get to have our summer back." I'm like, that's one way to put it.
Yeah, sure.
What else are you going to do? Dude, there is, in a world where there is endless entertainment possibilities, the worst thing you can say is, what else are you going to do?
Because the answer could be anything. You could be like, I'm not going to leave my house and watch 5 seasons of TV in a week.
Yeah. Here's the other thing I can do. I can get MLB.TV for $250 for the year.
Yeah.
Which is, if you're buying nice-ish tickets, that's 2 tickets to one Reds game on the third baseline or first baseline, and like 2 beers to watch every out-of-market game.
Yeah.
Every single one. I can spend $35 for the year to watch every minor league baseball game.
Yeah, but I mean, see, that's the scary thing is because if you did that answer right there, you're talking about 3% of the population.
Yeah.
3% of baseball fans who identify as, I'm a baseball fan. I have no interest in sitting down and watching just 2. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah, for sure.
I'll do it if it's on. If you got Ohtani starting, I'll fucking watch that game.
Well,
but
not everyone's me, where I sat on my couch and I flipped through 7 baseball games on Saturday.
Yeah, and you're the anomaly.
Yeah.
You are like the 1% of the 1%.
Right.
People don't give a fuck. And then you come out and you say something like that, man, in this era of people of apathy, it's so easy and sadly so kind of hip to be like, I don't give a fuck. And now you just embolden them to be like, dude.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it, man. And you know what? This comment does not, reflect the thoughts and opinions of everybody on the podcast, but Phil Castellini, suck my dick. Fuck you. Seriously, don't talk to... How about this? Don't talk to my dad like that.
Yeah. Right.
Don't talk to my fucking dad like that. He's been a Reds fan for 65 years, man.
No shit.
Seriously? Fuck you.
Yeah.
And you're not watching this because you don't even watch Reds baseball, you fucking cuck fuck. I couldn't believe it, man. Not to shame cucks, but like not to shame cucks, man. You
cucks are good people.
Get cucked out, man. I don't care.
You know what cucks?
But like, it was infuriating.
That is a shame to cucks because you know what cucks do? They care so much that they watch someone else get fucked.
It doesn't make sense.
No.
Castellini is the opposite of a cuck. He is so selfish. He could never get cucked.
No, he's the reverse.
Yes.
He's like, I'm gonna go fuck. You wanna watch?
Dude, for real, it kind of just blew me away. If anything, if I'll take 2 steps back and be like, hey man, at least thank you for just whatever, putting lipstick on before you fuck me. It's like it's just like it's like the double-edged sword.
Yeah.
We knew that that's how he thought.
Yes.
And I would be filled with rage to see him go up there opening day with sunglasses on and a big fucking orthodontal smile and say all the right things. I'd still be salty.
You would.
But I wouldn't be talking about it a week later.
No, not the...
It'd be annoying.
It is not... The national media wouldn't be talking about it a week later.
Dude, it's on Baseball Tonight. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, owners in the NBA were like...
What are you
hear what fucking Castellini in Cincinnati said?
Bro, it was...
He's a hero amongst billionaire fucking owners.
Yeah, taking the fall. We can't be this bad.
Look at him fucking taking that whole city down a peg. I mean, I just got worked up. It's everything that's wrong in the world.
I agree with you. It's a guy who was born into a rich family talking down to everyone. I get it. I agree.
My God, I could fucking crack all the teeth out of my head.
Right.
Makes me so mad.
Now I'd like to you get to be the emotional guy and fire that out. I'm going to be your numbers guy real quick. Okay. There are 82 home games in a year, okay? Right? Let's do that. Let's say low number. 10,000 people show up for one game, which is bad.
Which is
a fourth of the way full.
A quarter.
Okay?
Yeah.
Let's say that those 10,000 people who show up spend
$100.
Okay. Let's do that.
So that's $100,000.
Yeah. 100 grand. Times that by 82. It's 8.2 million. Wait, I did my math wrong. Hold on. Sorry. I did my math way wrong. Hold on. 10,000 times 100 equals, times 82. Bam. That's $82 million.
And that is if you are...
That's almost the entire payroll, but that's like...
If you're like second in attendance in the whole league. If you get 10,000 people to a game, I mean, what is that? I mean, that's second to last,
second to last,
Like, that's nothing.
Nothing.
Second to last, dude, I've been to games when we're a 70-win team in September where there's 13,000 people. 40. 20.
25,000.
25. Like enough where you're looking around and it's kind of glaring because there's 5-6 sections in a row in the upper deck that are empty.
Yeah.
But you're like, there are people here.
There were 38,000 at the game for opening day, okay?
By the way.
Which they all spent, I'm going to assume, $250 each.
That's $9.5 million. That is.
And that's on the low end because I know how much I spent.
One game, that's what Tommy Pham makes this year, plus $2 million.
Of course, you're sir. Everything I get that.
Yeah, sure.
That's
I know
just
it
empty
ain't
numbers.
Yeah, sure.
Right.
We're just trying to get a somewhat ballpark idea. I mean, dude, if they sell out a game, you're talking about a $30 million day.
Imagine if you did that. That's the entire year if you kept up those numbers.
Yeah, you almost make a bill.
Right.
You almost make $1 billion.
That's my thing, man. There is money to be made. There is money to be made because this is a fan base that was ravenous and ready for a winner. Even when we were in that chase, but for like 2 months where we were really good without any type of bullpen help, with just scraping dudes off the pile and getting along and,
scoring enough runs to win.
Right. And like having fans in the ballpark. They came out. They showed out.
People were there.
They had to have made money. So to say that it is not a profitable venture is obscene. And it is disgusting. And are you just looking at all of us and saying, well, you all are just too
You wouldn't
poor.
understand.
You're too poor.
You wouldn't understand.
Bro. So you're telling me you're going to take your kid, you're going to take your kids down there to help line that guy's blazer? That's absurd.
Yeah, no,
honestly,
it's so crazy that he went out there after his to shoot yourself in the foot after not even having any feet anymore.
Yeah.
You've shot yourself in the foot so much that now you are in a wheelchair.
You're missing ankles.
And you go out there and shoot your phantom foot. It's baseball.
Twice.
It's baseball as a whole. Granted, they got it together and gave us a 162-game season.
Thank God. They got it. They figured out money.
Yes, but exactly. It's baseball as a whole. This Castellini thing is a microcosm of what was going on at the fucking owners' meetings when we didn't have a season.
Right.
A couple months ago, that's what they think about us.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, and it's just this white hot magnifying glass catching the sun beam where it's like every American feels like that now.
Yep.
In the last 2.5 years, I mean, if you want to like really zoom out, that's how we've been spoken to by our government since 2017. Forever. But now, I mean, with the Trump administration and then COVID and now the Biden administration and this new age of like just transparency, like where everyone knows we're getting fucked.
Right.
But the powers that be don't care. You know?
Because they're going to do what they want.
Exactly. They're going to do what they want.
Yep.
And it's like, and we're kind of just, I say I think I'm speaking for most Americans, so over it.
Yeah. No.
That Castellini thing had me ready to delete the Reds app off my phone.
Sure. I mean, why as a casual fan, what you hear about the Reds is, oh, they're selling off my favorite players, or they're selling off players that people liked. They haven't won a playoff series since 1995, and now they're saying that you don't get it. Like you're not giving us enough money. This market isn't good enough. This market isn't good enough is obscene. It's the same kind of thing that like, who even says that? Like, who just?
It's kind of unprecedented.
Yeah, and which is honestly, I'm impressed by that.
Yeah,
I'm impressed alone that enough to be put on the map was I mean, who honestly looks at a COO of a sports team and says, "Holy shit, they said something." That's impressive that you found a way to figure that out.
It's like the long snapper. You don't know who they are until they fuck up.
Right. And like
that's so true. I mean, it's like the word unprecedented has just been beaten into the ground. Mm-hmm. But it is unprecedented.
Yeah.
Jim Irsay, I'm trying to think of like, I mean,
Jim Irsay's a clown, but he's hilarious.
Yes.
But you know what he does?
He's won championships.
He gives a fuck and he puts money into the team.
He gives too much of a fuck. He gives so much of a fuck that he gets
close.
a DUI after going and drinking with all of his fans.
And you know what else he does? He also just is in the locker room all the time.
He's right there. He really enjoys it.
Micromanaging. That's weird.
The Castellinis treat the Reds like they franchised a Chick-fil-A.
It's not that bad. It's not as bad as the Pirates, where the owner of the Pirates uses the Pirates as a personal ATM.
Oh, sure. Yes.
It's not as bad as Oakland, where it's just like completely bottoming out, not spending any money
every year,
and being terrible.
Yeah.
And they're not terrible every year. They have Billy Bean, who is
figures it out,
the bean counter, and gets it going again. It's not as bad as Miami, where they're like, we need you to pay for the stadium, and we're also going to fucking suck for a long time. It's not as bad as, I mean, fuck. Now I'm trying to just pull from.
I mean, now you're just pulling because the teams that you used to be able to say, you can't say anymore.
No. And Mo said this today when I was on my way back.
It's not as bad as the Diamondbacks. But the Diamondbacks front office, they spend money and they don't. What a bar! What a bar! They're not
afraid of the Dodgers or they're not afraid of the Padres. They go and they spend money, but right now they aren't doing as great. But they are developing a farm system that's going to be very good.
Yeah, sure. They paid Marte and he'll be there for 6 years.
Oh my God, they kept someone.
Yeah, imagine. I know, man.
Hey, if you have any solace in the situation, Jesse is hitting 181 and Gino's hitting something, has only hit one home run. So,
dude,
hey, we clearly won that one.
I'm so far past. I'm hyped on that trade now. You know?
Yeah.
I love both of those dudes as dudes and as players to a certain extent, but like that was a good trade. That was a fine.
agree.
That was a fine trade.
I agree with you.
But now I'm over that.
It's just, here's the thing that I have.
It's so bad.
I'm on the other side. I'm never going to scream #sell the team, Bob. I'm never going to do that. I am going to ask you to be better. If you're going to try and not tank and spend money, don't say it's because of your fan base.
Yeah.
What I am going to say is be better and say, look, here's what we're going through right now. We are recovering from a 2020 season where we went all the way in. And we got so far behind that we feel like we are in a spot that we can't field a team to win a championship. We feel like we could field a team that would be good, but that does not reach our standards of wanting to be great. You could have just said that.
Yeah.
And said, we're trying again.
Well, then
but guess what? They didn't. Instead, they said, fuck you.
Yeah.
Your money doesn't play here.
And also, and I know it's just semantics and it's just the word that you use right there, but like they never tried to be great because great takes chances. They tried to be good. They
took chances.
They wanted us to be good.
I want you to also think about this. They have taken chances. That I feel like that's unfair. 2019, they took chances.
Flops.
They took a chance.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they made the wrong call.
Right. Yeah. But they took a chance. 2020, they went out, they took a chance, and they signed Wade Miley. They signed Nick Castellanos.
And Moose.
And Shogo. Okay? Which one panned out? One.
None of them.
Nick.
I mean, sure.
But then he fucking...
Sure. I'm talking today. Yeah. It panned out for Nick Castellanos.
But the problem isn't that they aren't taking chances. They're taking the wrong ones.
Yeah, but I'm saying great. Okay. You take a chance, but if you're shooting to be great, you don't, after a hiccup, and let's call a global pandemic a hiccup.
Yeah, I agree.
That is, again, to their credit, out of their hands. But they didn't care about being great. If you cared about being great, you go back in. They don't care about being great. They want to be profitable. What we talk about is like put a good team out on the field. That's how you make money. They tried that one time. I don't know. I can't. It's one of those things where I'll just, it really, I guess the reason I'm so passionate about it is it's like I will never trust them again. Like they're dead to me. Like seriously, after what Phil said, I'm out. Like fan, I'll be there when they start winning. If they start winning, I'm there. But like, as far as like, man, I'm out. I can't care. He flipped me off.
Yeah.
He flipped me off.
Yeah.
You're dead to me.
I can't trust a word that you say.
We've given them the benefit of the doubt on this podcast for 4 fucking years.
So shit. I agree.
Really defended them.
And
stepped back on comments that we've made about them with a little clarity and like stuck our neck out for them.
Right.
Not that they need it or not that we're, you know what I'm saying,
I
though?
get what you're saying.
It's like we're trying for them. The fan base is trying for them.
Right.
I could not believe it.
We want what is best for our institution. That's what, it's not just a ball club. It's a city institution. There's a reason we were the first opening day.
First team ever.
How much can we continue to rest on our laurels of first?
Yeah, 18. Yeah. It
first
was a Civil War, dude.
First 75, 76, 90.
Yeah.
I mean,
oh no, that's more pathetic than the Cowboys. I mean, truly.
It is.
Don't talk to me about the 1970s.
Yeah.
And
don't
by the
bring
way,
up Roger
1990, 10 years past vintage.
Yeah.
1990 is when we were born, dog.
I know.
Like that. I mean, that's pathetic. That's pathetic. That's Cowboys. That's like fuck. That's the New York Knicks.
Yeah.
That we're talking. That's laughable level. That's a joke. I mean, we're a joke.
Yeah. You are absolutely right, and it is.
Sorry, keep talking.
And it's just a shame. No, it's just a shame. And I mean, we'll knowing that this cloud is hanging over this episode, But also, it has to be hanging over the team because since those comments, and when we were talking about them being scrappy and death by 1,000 paper cuts, they have gone 0-6.
0 for 6 since the last time you and I sat in this room and talked about the Reds.
And it is a 180 on our feelings about this team. And it is not about who's on the field. It's about who's off the field as well.
And that is, again, that's just another shitty part of baseball. But we look up once again, and the Reds are, threatening to be, 9 games under 500, 11 games into the season. It's
right.
where we were last year. It was where we were the year before. 2020, 2019, I think we started off like 2-11.
Yeah, it was bad in 19. 17 was the worst.
Yeah, it was so brutal.
17 was brutal. 18 was brutal.
And I mean, and you put it. We're not saying anything y'all don't know, but like, you get in a hole like this. I mean, we go on fire. I mean, if we go 1-2 against the Padres and come back home 3-10 to play 4-3 against the Cardinals, we could sweep them and be, well under 500 in last place.
Right.
Yeah. Sorry about the doom and gloom, guys, but we do a Reds podcast.
It's not a lot
and it's so brutal right now.
Yeah, it is rough. It is.
Trying to think of bright spots.
Bright spots? That's easy. For me, Kyle Farmer.
Kyle Farmer
is actually hitting.
You cannot not have him in the lineup.
Nope. You can't avoid it now.
I mean,
no way around that.
even if Drury stays hot, Kyle Farmer has earned his fucking keep for the Redlegs, man.
Yes, he has.
No, he goes nowhere, dude.
Farmer,
what's he doing right now?
All right, are you ready? Last 7 games. So that's including,
So that's the
last Braves game.
Yeah.
Going into the entire Dodgers series.
Yes.
Right?
And against
Indians. The Guardians. He's batting .318 with a .423 on base percentage, .455 slugging. He's got 2 runs scored. He's got 7 hits, 3 ribs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. You're almost even on strikeouts and walks, and a stolen base. This guy
and a pretty slick glove wherever you put him.
And this guy went from batting when India went down, from batting 9th to 1st.
Yes.
Because it's just like, well, we're going to turn the lineup back over and have someone on base for when India goes up to bat for the second time through.
Who's going to put the ball in play.
Correct. Who's going to do that. And then that's how you score some runs.
And I know this is so like eye-rolly in the world of analytics. Not that Farmer is fast, but god damn it, he runs hard.
Yeah, that doesn't show up on paper.
Hustles.
Yeah.
Guy busted out of the box. No matter what.
Guy's a ball player.
Smitten with Kyle Farmer. Guy is a ball player, dude. Go Dogs.
And when with the dogs.
Go Dogs. Go Dogs.
When you have Barrero come back, there's zero doubt in my mind that Kyle Farmer is your third baseman.
Starting third baseman. Sorry, Drury.
No, Drury. I mean, that guy is what he's always been and will be as a bench piece.
Guy. How long has he been in the league?
Not long. He got cut by the Mets. He's
been swinging a hot stick, but
was.
Yeah. Well, he hit another dinger.
Yeah, the guy gets the bat to the ball. Brandon Drury. Yeah, that's right. He is like here we go. Brandon Drury was in Arizona from 15, played 20 games. He was there 16,
Jesus,
17.
2010. I didn't realize he's been in the league that long.
Yeah, he's like, he was born in 92, so he's
29, 30 years old, yeah.
Because his birthday's in November.
Same age as my brother.
Yeah. I mean, in like, I think if we brought this up, last year in 51 games for the Mets, 274, 307, 476, OPS plus of 112.
Fine stick.
Fine
stick.
So no, he is exactly what we signed him up to be, which is a bench piece that can come in and is versatile. He's not supposed to be a key cog in your offense.
No, and he is.
He is right now.
Yeah, and he is.
He is right now.
No, Farmer's hitting the ball.
Farmer's been the bright spot. The other offensive bright spot has been Tyler Stevenson.
Yeah.
Of course. God, it just hurts. Not the last 7 games, last 7 games, yeah. He's got 5 hits and 21 ABs with 2 dingers, 3 ribs, 4 Ks, 3 walks.
It's what we want from him.
360 on base.
Yeah.
524 slugging.
If he can bat 250 and hit some bombs and get on base, and dude.
His on base, it's just going to keep rising, and like he'll be.
He could be real Muto with power.
Real Muto has, yes.
More power.
Yeah, I agree with
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, he for sure has that ability.
Because if you're a catcher and you bat 280 on a year, you might as well be batting 375.
No shit.
You know?
Because people are just like, we just need you to take
You're
space.
a backstop.
Yes.
You're frame pitches. I mean, there are starting catchers who bat under 200 and play every other game.
Right.
Yeah, they don't need that for that. Just, I know it's a little out of order, but just as a way so that you guys don't fucking jump off the Roebling Bridge in the middle of this podcast.
At least it's a beautiful bridge to jump off.
It is gorgeous, and at least it's open.
And historic.
You can be on it. But Matt McClain, do you know how unconscious he is right now?
Bro hit for the cycle.
He hit for the cycle at AA Chattanooga yesterday. Mm-hmm. He has 11 hits this season.
Yeah.
9 of them are extra base hits. He has 4 doubles, 2 triples, and 3 dingers.
Yeah.
The Reds haven't had a player hit for the cycle since Eric Davis in 1989. He's down in Tennessee in Chattanooga. It's AA, but still.
But AA's
the cycle, dude. That's where pitchers go.
But AA is where all the talent is.
Yes.
You just don't hang around in AAA.
Yeah, AAA or lifers.
Oh no, that literally was just the season.
Yeah.
Right there was just weaning and being like, oh no,
falling away.
It's over already.
Yeah.
But.
Hey, Rosie. Sorry about that.
For our listeners, Rosie almost fell behind. You'll see it on a reel. Anyway, but dude, yeah, the guy. So you've got guys in AA. That's where you're going to see the best of the best in the minor leagues.
I mean, we are in such a
make or
pickle
break
right now, especially with like injuries and stuff. When you take that into account, I mean, McClain, Jesus Christ, he keeps up at this pace. You bring him up in September for some at bats. You know, I mean, it's such a wild thing. Do we have a timetable on Barrero? He's supposed to be back fairly soon, right?
4 to 6 weeks. I haven't heard anything yet.
4 to 6 weeks from opening day, or from 2 weeks before. Ago. Okay, yeah.
So then he's like 2 to 4 weeks out.
Yeah.
Which howdy. The injuries have just piled up.
Yeah, I mean.
So opening day.
India with a hammy.
India with a hamstring, just running.
Sure, and that is no spring training.
Correct. That is the fear.
Fucking fun.
Yeah.
Owner's side.
But that was our biggest fear of opening day and the no spring training and everything is just injuries, which like a hammock you can't fix. Riding a motorcycle, you can fix.
That's fixable.
Don't
do that.
You don't do that, Tatis. You don't do that.
You buy a $30,000 VR motorcycle experience and you put it in your mansion.
Yeah.
Put it in the fucking foyer.
Yeah, get a 3-wheeler or a sidecar that you could sit in. I don't fucking care.
Or just don't.
Go
to the batting cages.
Yeah.
You signed a contract for over $300 million.
Yeah, you don't go and do that.
Yeah, you don't get to ride motorcycles, Fernando Tatis. You get to be Fernando Tatis.
Yeah, Junior. So, that one, I mean, that sucked. The collision between Pham and Senzel.
That was horrendous.
Both, and when I was sitting there watching it happen, it looked like slow motion. And then Nick was like, ow. And I'm like, okay, great. And then he gets back up and plays the rest of the game.
But Pham exits.
Fexits. He
exited the game.
And he came back then 2 days later.
Which is fine, but I mean, it's like...
Well, the guy got stabbed. He can bounce back from anything.
Yeah, but an inning and a half later in that game, after the Pham-Senzel collision...
Yeah.
And we can use this to bounce off and start talking about the kid. But Aquino out in left field. Senzel's in center. I got it. Farmer's going back into left center field, deep into the grass. I got it. You know, And then Aquino just runs in. Granted, he caught the ball. But what if he had stepped on Senzel's foot, he twisted in the turf, and he never... You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, I mean, Aquino has had a couple outfield assists, and he's hit a ball a long way.
Yeah.
But paragraph, designate for reassignment.
What was interesting
for
is
assignment.
you said he hit a ball a long way.
Yeah.
That's literally been it.
Literally one ball. He hit one ball a long way.
Yeah. In his...
Listen to this stat, and I'm sure you've seen it on Twitter. But
yeah.
this is... just say it.
27 plate appearances.
27.
16 strikeouts. DFA. Why is he taking up this space in the outfield when you have more than capable and someone who showed you that they are ready for the major leagues with TJ Friel, and yet you still have this glimmer of hope out that he could that Aristides could do what he did again in 2019? Dude, there's no way. You
never
throw
gonna
him
happen.
anything that has a spit of break on
He
it.
he hit 15 home runs in September in that month because no one knew who the fuck he was.
Let's have a contest. We should, once he gets DFA'd, we'll find a way to like raise funds. We could start like a GoFundMe or whatever. We should start a GoFundMe to have anyone sign up, throw a wiffle ball curveball to Aristides, and see if he can hit it.
He can.
What does he get if he hits it?
He doesn't get DFA'd.
But if he doesn't hit it,
see you later.
Sure. There we go. That's a fun way to get people to the ballpark.
Yeah,
a very Hunger Games-esque version.
Yeah, for real,
of
dude,
keeping
that's
your
hilarious.
job.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Can Aristides Aquino hit this blitz ball? I'm in a Great American Ballpark in 2 days.
And yeah, while you're doing that, you can also try out to be in our bullpen.
Hey,
if you can throw a blitz ball like that, imagine what he could do with a baseball with no sticky tack.
Look, man, I'm not saying bullpen. I haven't given up all hope there. I'm saying play third base.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Just a capable third base.
I mean, at this point though, with Aquino, because he does have a hose, he should. He's 6'4". He should throw the ball really hard.
The guy looks like a drunk gazelle out there.
Yeah, it's insane. I mean, literally, after we ran out yesterday in our infield, we ran out Alejo Lopez, Colin Moran, Brandon Jury, and Garcia. Alesmo Garcia or whatever his name is.
Yeah, who's normally a catcher.
If that's what we're doing, then you DFA fucking Aquino. And I mean, at this point, with his range in the outfield, you take, who gives a fuck? I mean, yeah, Friel. Put Alejo Lopez in right field. Put anyone in right field who's not a black hole at the dish, and they're a Major League Baseball player. They'll
figure it out.
They'll figure it the fuck out. Oh, you think Alejo Lopez couldn't play the fucking outfield? That kid is a baller.
That guy could play left, put Naquin in right. And then
and by the way, Naquin, opening day at home, he tied it up with the dinger.
Guy's been hitting
still, Naquin. Pull up Naquin's numbers. Naquin is a guy who still very high on. Love Tyler. Hyped on Tyler. Glad that he's been healthy, but at least Tyler Naquin can hit the ball.
Yeah. Oh, his nickname is Billy. How fun is that?
Tyler Naquin's nickname is Billy?
Yeah.
Oh, I bet you because he's a hillbilly.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah, dude.
So, in his last 7 games, the guy has 8 hits and 26 ABs with a homer, 5 ribs, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts, a stolen base, 308 on average, a 379 on base, 538 slugging.
Yeah, I mean, dude, that's solid as fuck.
That's amazing.
He's almost 3.45 in the slash. Like, that's solid.
It's exactly what you want.
That's a well above average.
Right.
Well above average.
But who else do you have hitting around him right now?
Nobody.
Right. You don't. So, and look, man, Tommy Pham is someone that you don't give up on.
No,
He's a pro. He was only at spring training for a week. The guy is going to figure it out.
Yes.
You just need to give him another week to adjust to major league hitting instead of just being in a cage or simulated stuff.
He needs games.
He needs games. He just needs games.
But you know what? And it's like, I guess I was like low key worried about this when we signed him. But then you look around at the rest of our lineup and you're like, yeah, well, he doesn't necessarily have to fill this role. But then you take into the fact that he, knock on wood, is every day.
Right.
And then you take into account some of these injuries that we're experiencing.
Mm-hmm.
Even Son's injury, even when you're running out a healthy India, a healthy Nick, a Joey, and a Stevenson, Tommy Pham has never been a person on his team that has to perform.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
He's won World Series. He's been on good teams. Great teams. And on those great teams, he was the 6th or 7th best player. 7th or 8th.
Sure. We're not asking him to be better than
India.
I'm not asking him to be better than Votto, India, Stevenson, Naquin, Moose, if he ever figures it out.
Moose.
Which is, I'm saying this is the plan.
Yeah, sure.
This is
on
the plan.
paper, you brought him in to
Farmer,
be that 6th, 7th guy.
And that's what he's supposed to be. Right now, he's in a position where he's like, I have to let Votto see some good pitches.
Top 4 most important players on our team right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Pham, especially with him being every day, because the rest of our lineup, minus a couple dudes, not every day. Or at least not every day in the same spot.
No.
Pham is being called on in, his not last, but, probably second to last big deal. Right? 1 year, 7.5.
With a mutual.
Yeah, and he comes out and, maybe he performs. Someone will pay him. He ain't getting a raise next year. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm still high. I love Tommy Pham, but, that's what his career is.
Sure.
He's on the backside of it.
I agree. He knows that.
It's just such an interesting thing for a very dependable baseball player like Tommy Pham.
Yeah.
Who's been in the league for going on a decade, which is crazy. Doesn't seem like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here, not Twilight, but Twilight's around the corner.
Sure.
For him to take on a role to be a cog.
Yeah.
Not to say he wasn't a cog in St. Louis, but
or Tampa, or
you know
San
what I'm
Diego.
saying? But
I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying.
So weird.
You're trying to have the offense jumpstart through him because one, you're missing India at the top, who is your spark plug.
Yeah.
That offense completely changed as soon as he was clicking at the leadoff. Okay.
Yeah.
You need him to. You want Tommy Pham to be 2, so that then you move those over. You move those guys. You get on to have in front of Votto.
Yeah.
I'm picking up what you're putting down, and it's not happening yet. I think that will happen.
When people are back.
Right,
yeah.
And that he has another week to see more Major League pitching that isn't the world champs and the other half of the
Dodgers.
NLCS.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, I mean...
It was the other world champs.
It was already a tough go ahead of it, and tonight's going to be a tough go ahead of it with the Padres, who only fucking got better. It's going to be a tough go of it.
Yeah.
If you... when you look at this, combined with everything that's happened, and you microcosm it, it seems like everything is falling out. The world is over. But there is still so much baseball to be played.
Yeah.
And the second half of our season is so much easier.
Yeah.
But right now it fucking sucks.
Yeah, but the
It's
second
going to
half
get
of
better.
the season... Yeah, you're right. If you look at the schedule, I mean, it could not have been laid out worse for what we are.
I'd rather play the Dodgers right now. Like, this was the time to play them and to take advantage of a situation, but instead, boy howdy. Nope, you're also down and out and in the dumps. And you made the Guardians look like world beaters and question, are they for real? And then they've went out to San Francisco and people were like, oh, they aren't.
They're not for real.
No.
Dude, that team is a fucking joke.
The entire division outside of the White Sox is going to be bad.
Yeah.
All of the teams are under 500,
Yeah.
except for the White Sox.
The
again,
Twinkies are
early.
fun. They hit 7 home runs the other day.
They'll be fun.
But
I'm
like
not
they're not.
discrediting that.
Yeah, no, but they're not. No, they're not world beaters.
No, not at all. Nick Lodolo didn't look good. Man, just piling it on. Which looked great in the first inning. Second inning, walked a bunch of dudes, got in his head. That is what has happened to him before, from what I've heard, and he will easily correct it.
That was his scouting report anyway.
Right, and once he's on, he's on. And we'll see what happens tonight.
It's a good lineup.
Against a really fucking good lineup.
Bunch of lefties, too.
Right.
Bunch of fucking slick, swinging, left-handed bats.
Yeah. But I have hope because it's still Nick Lodolo.
Sure,
still
Lodolo's a stud. I'm not
Yeah.
not out on him after one start.
What? Speaking of first start, second start, Hunter Greene.
Lights out again.
Still gas.
Yeah, still gas. 27 pitches tracked over 100 miles an hour.
Just a major league record. No big deal.
It was wild. He got a fucking ovation from Dodgers fans when they took him out.
Yeah, local boy.
Yeah.
So you give him
Local boy, and then also it's like if you're a baseball fan at all and you're a Dodgers fan, you lucky bitch, and you get to go to a game and you know what your lineup is, and then you see a 22-year-old go out there and do that, you got to be like, no, he looked good against the Dodgers, man. I mean, it's like, yeah, he gave up 2 runs, but 2 runs in 5 innings against those people it's pretty top-notch, baby.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Sorry, I'm trying to pull up the Hunter Greene line itself, but my computer's being it is what it is. Yeah, man. I mean, 5 1/3, 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 of them earned, 6 Ks. Gave up a homer to sweet baby boy Trey Turner, who turned on it, of course, but that guy has been on base for now 46 straight games. He's out of his mind, playing to become the highest paid player in baseball.
Trey Turner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is no doubt in my mind that after the season, barring an injury, he will be the highest paid player in baseball.
He's that good.
He is that good. How often do you get defense, speed, like a 5-tool like Trout that plays shortstop?
Yeah.
When have we seen a shortstop like this that can stay healthy? Like, Tulo was supposed to be this guy.
Yeah, I mean, A-Rod.
A-Rod, right.
Yeah, that's about it.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah. I mean, that's the only...
In
modern baseball,
I'm
sure.
saying, yeah. We have it.
Yeah.
Like,
he is a 5... Yeah.
Fuck.
Good on him.
And he took 100 over the left field wall.
Yeah.
100 off of Hunter Greene, which, like, that is must-watch. It is must-watch baseball for the entire country every 5 days now.
Yeah.
Which it's crazy that the eyes are on the Reds every 5 days. And we have Mike Moustakas starting as our third baseman.
Yeah.
He looks lost.
Yeah, I mean, Moose is a bench. He grabs a seat. He's lost. It sucks that the highest paid player on our team, minus Joey, can't find the field. Like, you don't got a spot for him.
No.
You cannot put him at third.
A defensive liability.
And
every time the ball is hit that way and there's a grounder, my hands are in my face.
And then his saving grace, which is the universal designated hitter, guy's batting under 100. I mean, sorry, Moose.
Do we even look at it?
Look at it. I'm curious.
Okay, we're looking at it.
I'm curious. What's he done in the last 7?
He's 3 for 24 with 9 strikeouts and no walks. 125 across the line.
Okay, dude, that is flirting with Aquino, dude. You struck out 9 out of 24 times.
Just not even seen.
No walks, 3 hits. What's that on base? What's 3 out of 24 on base?
Bro, that's what I'm saying. It's across the board 125.
12%.
Right. 12.5%.
So, I mean, over the course of fucking 4 games, you can expect him to go 0 for 3 of them.
With 3 strikeouts. This was the guy that we were like, you have to be like, he has to have a bounce back here.
Oh, before the season, yeah. I mean, we were like, all right, we paid him 4 years, 64 for this year, apparently. This is the 1 year he gets. This is his window because he got hurt and then COVID and then he got hurt. And it's like all this shit. My heart goes out to Moose.
Mine does too.
But at this point right now,
what is going on?
You can't play for the Reds.
I don't think he can play for anybody.
No, he ain't a starter on the Orioles.
But the problem is you can't fucking just eat the money. You're already doing that with Shogo Akiyama.
No, he's on our team.
You have to play him because what's good in him just sitting there? You have to just keep giving him chance and chance again to figure it out. That's the only option you have. and it sucks.
So how long do you run it before you just do you give it until Barrero comes back?
Well, his contract ends in 2024
Next year.
because it's a 4-year.
Yeah.
So he signed. So he had 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. Yeah, not until the end of 2023 season, and then sayonara.
Well, not like this is some crazy spicy take or whatever. And again, you're right, because I mean, when you're paying your guy that money, you want to run him out there, and in a lost season, you can especially do it.
Sure.
But, dude, 10 times out of 10, give me Lopez starting at third base.
Dude, 10 times out of 10, you give me Farmer at third and Barrero at short.
Oh yeah, for sure. But like in the current state of the world right now, with Barrero down with his hand, you got Farmer at short and you got Alejo Lopez at third base.
You know who I am waiting for that I think is also going to be a game changer? And say I'm crazy.
The legend?
Donovan Solano.
Oh yeah.
Come on. The guy, when he gets back, I'm telling you, that's going to also help change the offense and put more people on base. And someone who's just going to get him in and get him over, get him in. Like, just how this team is constructed was to be able to slap and get over. But when you don't have the pieces to the puzzle, you can't finish it.
Yeah.
I haven't heard any updates recently. Hold on. I haven't seen shit. I'm checking Twitter and everything right now. Sorry, I'm pulling a Jamie, and I can't. Jamie, can you find it? And boy, I can't be Joe and Jamie at the same time. Updates. Looking up updates here. I should have had it ready, but I didn't have anything ready. So it's a 10-day. So he should be back by now. How long is Donovan Solano out for? Now with a confirmed positive test is in line for 10. So he's out.
Confirmed positive test of what? COVID?
Did he have COVID?
Jesus.
No. I'm looking it up now to see. Oh, Jake Arrieta retired.
Huh? Rest in peace.
R.I.P. You will not be missed.
If you get COVID now, you're a bitch.
He joined the team for the road trip.
That's good.
Doesn't mean he'll be activated this weekend, but he could return.
I want to see Solano, man.
I want to see
yeah,
that too.
I want to see Solano just for no other reason than to have something to look forward to.
And something else at third base.
Yeah, we need another option at third.
That's my other thing. Aside from that, Santillan had a mishap against the fucking Dodgers.
Yeah.
Aside from that, he's still been very good. Hunter Strickland has had a hiccup, but that's just the nature of being a reliever.
Luis Cessa, very good.
Diaz, very good. San Martin, very good.
Yeah, he looked good.
5 innings pitched, 2 hits, no runs.
Looked good.
Pitching to contact.
Yep.
So I think
Hyped on that.
That opener move helped him.
For sure.
Because it let him be like, hey, man, we just need you to move forward. So you could throw other people out in front of him to keep that moving along. And I don't hate that.
Sure.
It worked.
I mean, if you just want to throw somebody out there to close the first inning, whatever you got to do.
Whatever works to get you more innings out of this kid.
Yeah, because San Martin, he can hurl it. I like his movement. I like him and Vlad. I kind of like they're a little bit of throwbacks where they're just kind of spot guys breaking it. Vlad's going like full on fucking Cueto and like arm slot and changing the pace of the delivery. And he's like a Louis Tiant old school almost. I can fuck with that. I like that. I like watching Vlad pitch. I like watching San Martin pitch.
I do too. Oh, let's go to pitching here.
Reefer.
Here we go. What was so wild is I just went to hitting and then pitcher, and it said, sorry, not available, unlike every other year the National League has existed. I think I'm trying to remember his exact numbers. He wasn't dog shit against the
Dodgers.
He was not.
It wasn't that bad. He didn't get like lit up.
No, and I've got this son of a bitch. So here. I'm trying to find his last start. And where? No, that was like last 7. That's both combined. It's going to be in a box somewhere easily. I should have just been better and more prepared. Alexis Diaz, good thing he's working with his cousin Edwin because he's looking solid as well.
Yeah, Alexis Diaz, good player.
A nice little pickup there. Oh, he pitched Jackie Robinson today. Got it pulled up. 4 innings pitched, 5 hits, 3 earned.
Not great.
3 Ks. Not great. But again, it was those first 3 he looked great.
Yeah.
And then the Dodgers happened.
Yeah, and then they're the Dodgers.
It's the same thing that we're just going to keep
they
saying.
go
The
down.
Dodgers
The best hitters in the world, and then they go down in the tunnel in between innings and watch tape.
Yeah.
And then they go up and crush them.
Yep. God. Yeah, it'll be better. We'll see how tonight plays out. It'll be better. Lucas Sims will be back next week.
Exciting.
The end of this, he'll be back probably by the end
Hype
of this week.
for that. Hype for Georgia boy Lucas Sims to come back.
Put him back. That's another arm in the pen that could close games and to put in high leverage situations.
And another reason to give a fuck. Like I'm excited. I'm excited to watch Lucas Sims come back and learn how to pitch without spider tack.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Yeah,
to see
I
how
love
that works
Lucas.
out. Let's look into the future here, shall we?
Who we got? We come back home and we play the dreaded Cardinals. We've got.
Don't jump too far ahead because we got 3 at San Diego to finish out this West Coast road trip. And then we come back home Friday, Saturday, Sunday against the Cardinals at home. And then we record on Monday.
Yeah.
And so, how does that look?
It's looking like 2-4 to me. And that, optimistically, it's looking like 2-4.
2-4.
Yeah. Get 1 from each of them.
I don't hate that.
Get 1 from each of them.
Yep.
Not like the Cardinals are but they're looking good.
Nolan Arenado is on fucking fire.
In the first iteration of the power rankings, and sure, those are just fairly arbitrary and they change every time, but Cardinals top 10 team, Milwaukee's out of that.
Milwaukee hasn't looked like world beaters.
No, not at all.
And watching those two play each other, I was popping in and out of each game from the series. They're fairly matched, and the Cardinals are only going to get better when Flaherty gets back.
Yes, dude.
And then they'll find another fucking Tommy Edman. And
there's only so much
Double-A.
There's only so much figuring it out that you can get with Arenado and Goldschmidt on your corners. I mean, those are 2 top 10 hitters.
And you have Tyler O'Neill, Harrison Bader, and Dylan Carlson in your outfield, who all carry big sticks.
And Pujols watch 20 home runs away from 700.
Fucking
he got him one.
Yoked it yesterday.
Yeah, dude. That's sick. Oh, he hit another one yesterday?
Yeah.
So 19 home runs away. 19 home runs away from 700. That would be super cool to see a guy who probably did steroids but never got caught.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Like a clean, Go back and watch some old, early 2000s Pujols. You're like, oh, yeah, he's not on steroids.
At all.
He looks like an action figure.
Yeah, he looks like a G.I.
Have you
Joe said.
Yeah. Have you seen some of the shit going around? Steroid era got trending on baseball Twitter a couple days ago.
Yeah.
And it was showing these old Mark McGwire locker room interviews where he's just sitting there without a shirt on. Dude.
Track marks everywhere.
Bodybuilder.
Oh yeah.
Like the swollest baseball player I've ever seen. Like he looked so crazy. His shoulders were like that.
Oh yeah, they couldn't even move.
His shoulders went above his ears.
Dude, his traps were a neck brace.
There were these little short clips from the '98 home run derby. He's hitting home runs 500 feet off of one leg.
Yeah, but then guess who?
Spinning around. It was so sick.
And then Junior beat him with the sweetest swing.
Yeah, the best swing ever.
The best swing. I'm also looking a little bit more into our crystal ball to look into the future. And there is some relief coming after this Cardinals series.
Yeah, we get to play Pittsburgh.
We are at Colorado for 3, and then at Milwaukee for 3 to start off May, followed by a 4-spot at home against the
Saturday
Pirates.
doubleheader.
Yeah, a little Saturday matinee, baby. With how about this? A 6:40 start with a Joey Votto Jedi bobblehead.
Pretty cool.
That'll get me to the ballpark.
Pretty cool.
And then very exciting, May 9th, Monday night, Bark in the Park.
Oh, yeah, Rosie's first game.
Rosie's first game.
Cool. And we're playing the Brewers. By the way, Trevor Gott lights out this season.
Dude, crushing it.
Lights out this season. 3 appearances. He went 2 innings the other night. They threw him out there for fucking 6 outs. He is yet to give up a run. He's got 6 Ks, 1 walk. He's killing it.
Electric.
Yeah, so far so good for old T. Gotti.
All right, let's round third and head for home.
Shall we?
I will be this weekend at Mason City Limits Comedy Club.
I'm stoked to hear about that.
I'm very excited.
I'm excited to see. That's up in Illinois?
Mm-hmm. Mason City.
Fucking Mason City, Illinois. I guess
Who would have thought?
Makes sense.
Friday, Saturday, shows at 7:30. Get your tickets. If you're in Reds Nation and you're listening to this, come on out to a show.
And you would know, and you would know that he'll buy you a beer.
I'll buy you a beer. I'll fucking buy you a beer.
Anywhere, right? Not necessarily
That's
at a Reds game.
literally anywhere.
Downtown, Mason City.
If I don't know you, I broke the rule for Jordy. I don't know you, and you say, I listen to the podcast. I buy you a beer.
Yeah, do it.
It's not hard. It's not complicated. I'll buy you a fucking beer. And then after that, we have Tuesday, the 26th. You and I will be doing our JFL thing
At Go Bananas Comedy Club.
Very exciting. Please come to that. And then May 3rd, the first 5 Points Park show.
Fuck yeah, I just came here from Fireside Pizza.
It's the best.
Yep, went and got some writing done, had a bourbon, and ate half of a white pie.
Ooh, white pie's good.
So good.
Did
Mozzarella, olive oil, red pepper flakes. It's all day.
Add the Italian sausage.
Oh, add a little Italian sauce.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, there you go. Duly noted. This Thursday, I'm at Indianapolis Helium. Friday, Saturday, I'm at Go Bananas Comedy Club. Sunday, I'm at the Bardstown in Louisville this week. And then Tuesday, me and Bill, just for laughing.
Just for ha-ha.
Just for yeah.
Yeah.
And,
routine.
Yeah, and right before the podcast started, I got a text confirming Brouhaha is on this year. Yeah! Brouhaha is on this year. Pretty sure it'll be the same weekend.
Third.
Which is like 24 through 26 typically. But, it's third weekend in August, which would be...
I'm out of town.
Okay, there you go. Where are you?
Seattle, Vancouver, and Portland.
Arriba.
Let's do it.
Well, we don't know if it's the third weekend in August, so it's been taken over by a new group.
Good.
Yeah.
Make it later.
Yeah, for sure.
We're
That's
right
what
on.
we got, baby. Come watch us tell jokes.
Watch us tell jokes instead of watching one on TV.
That was pretty good.
Thank you. It's almost like we're professionals.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
So thank you to Sports Drink. Thank you to Athletic Greens. Thank you to Colorcast. Thank you for listening and sticking through us with these trying times.
Yes.
And thank you for doing the pod.
Thank you,
every
baby.
week. And
Love you,
you know
man.
what? If they do what they could be assholes. They could be shitty. We'll still always have this.
Still love the Reds.
We still love the Reds. And I love you. And we're going to make it through.
I love you too, Bill.
So as always, go Redlegs.
Phil Castellini, suck my balls. And stay nasty.